lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on a giant screen with a few colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading
It's
about.
showtime, folks. Enjoy the show.
We're delighted to have you with us. The Drive-In Theater.
You'll find something to please you to add to your evening's enjoyment.
Is pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Oh, what's going on, guys? Hey, how's everybody doing? We're out here doing the drive-in Speakerbox thing, trying to do watch parties, trying to get everything figured out because it's that time. It's COVID-19. You're at home. You're quarantined. It's Monday night. You don't know what's happening. Nobody knows what's happening. And we're out here to do what we can to get things fired up here with you. We're trying to incorporate a lot of new media here in our streams. So forgive us if we're sitting here looking at our phones and we're doing
not
all
for
this
too
kind of
long,
stuff.
just for a minute.
Just for a minute while we get everything looking right and looking sexy and ready for tonight. So thanks for tuning in. Of course, I'm the boom operator.
I'm the grip.
And we've got a show for you tonight. We're always here. We're always doing shows for you. We've been up here for a really long time doing shows for you, and we're gonna keep being here for a long time doing shows for you. McLean already tuned in on YouTube. He says he's still alive. He's hanging in there. And it's it's one of those things. Like, everything is getting more and more strange with the world, and especially in the world of movies, because that is kind of our specialty. That's our focus. And Vince says testing out the Grips bald spot cam.
There ain't no bald spot up there, bruh.
What? Ain't no balls, bruh. Like, you started to sound like the oldest, rootinest, tootinest coot. Like,
Yeah.
But it's these are new times we're living in, and our show has evolved for a really long time. I mean, we started out in radio. I mean, I remember I was doing podcasts back in 2007 when no one knew what a podcast was, and now coming back full circle again, and it's very strange to kind of as the more things change, the more they stay the same, so to speak. And a lot of uncertainty in the world of movies. We've got John over here in the comments saying, "When's the Drive-In Speakerbox social distance watch party?" Well, we're trying to figure that one out. We're trying to figure out a way that we can legally watch movies with you guys here and stream them. I actually have a movie picked out already that I really want to show you guys. And Vince on YouTube, he said Periscope. Were we ever so young and like Periscope? We were on Periscope.
It's been a little while.
We were on Periscope before any of you guys were on Periscope, trying to do the thing. And Drive-In Speakerbox had a Vine once upon a time. I was going to do 6-second movie reviews, and Vine worked out so well, right? And
now you can TikTok it up.
That's right. Well, Drive-In Speakerbox, I had a movie pass, and that just shows
We've talked about that at length.
I also owned a HD DVD player.
Hey, well, that's cool though. But I was on that HD DVD train. I wasn't about the Blu-ray.
But this was all during the Drive-In Speakerbox broadcasting lifeline. Like, the Drive-In Speakerbox has been through the battle between Blu-ray and HD DVD. The Drive-In Speakerbox was there when DVD was almost on its way out. The Drive-In Speakerbox was there when Netflix became a popular source of watching movies. Netflix was there when Amazon Prime Video. The Drive-In Speakerbox, I mean, we're always going to be there, and we're gonna be here with you, and we're gonna fill you in on all the cool things in the world of movies. So with that said, of course, as we are in quarantine, our structure is a little bit different in the show. If you've been tuning in regularly for all these years, you'll know that we normally start out with news, then we move into what's coming out in theaters this week, and then we move to film reviews, and then we wrap it up with the box office. But nothing's new coming out this week. There was no box office, and
new things still came out. You can watch
the theaters.
Well,
this is
no,
different.
but they have their home premieres.
Well, that's true. Tell them about it.
Yeah, you could rent Trolls 2 for $20, which I almost did, but I was like,
What's
I really don't
wrong
want to
with
spend
you?
$20.
Who are you?
Dude, it was new. It was something, so we could talk about it. I did it for these people and
That's
for
true.
you.
That's true.
And for this, the speaker box. But instead, I found Ip Man 4 was available, and I watched the Jesus Rolls.
Oh yeah, the weird
Big
sequel to
Lebowski
Big
semi-sequel. Yeah. 22 years later. How about that? And I forgot that within the last few weeks, I watched Dabong 3. Finally, the one that we didn't get.
A dabong.
Because they put Star Wars in the movie theaters and did not allow for anything else.
Yeah. Vince says the drive-in speaker box is a ghost story of movie reviews. They're always there. And again, the A Ghost Story is one of those movies that I reviewed here on the show. Actually got to meet the director and chat with him. We actually had a beer together at a bar in Little Rock, which was pretty cool. A Ghost Story, if you've never seen it, highly recommend it. It's about this ghost that haunts this place and sees the rise and fall of basically everything. Cass says, hello, Bo, and hello, Cass, over here on Facebook. She's tuning in right there in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, guys. But, we're always going to be here with you, and we're going to be talking about movies. It's a really, really good one. And one of the things that we've been doing lately since our format's a little bit changed is telling you what movies that you can check out while you're in quarantine. And we've got a couple of newish ones.
I just hit you with a few.
Yeah, we're going to be reviewing those. I actually, over the weekend, saw it's a movie that had been on my list for a minute, and it's a documentary about Al Leong called Henchman, the Al Leong story. And if you don't know Al Leong, then you're probably just like everybody else in the world. But if you saw a picture of Al Leong, you'd be like, oh, that guy! And he's one of those, that guys we've talked about a lot on the show, because there's those people that never quite get to the forefront of the limelight of Hollywood, but they're always somewhere in the background. And Al Leong is one of those guys. So John over on Facebook, he says Parasite streaming on Hulu. Need to check that out. He's not wrong. That is now streaming on Hulu if you want to check it out. Vince says he likes how the chat is bigger on the screen, by the way. Yeah, we've been taking apart the studio so many times and putting it back together again that everything's just getting crazy. But I kind of dig it too. And there's a frame rate issue on the main cam I can see, and I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why that's happening, but that's it's COVID, man. Our streams got the COVIDs, and we're trying to figure out how to fix all this stuff. But let's just jump into a movie. I don't. Well, I mean, before we go to that, did anybody check out the first looks at Dune?
No, I saw it posted earlier, and I did not get the chance to look at it. But the picture, I was like, okay, well, I want to see how
that's
this is.
pretty much it. It's that picture.
But there's okay. Well, that picture was not of Sir Patrick Stewart.
No, it's not.
There's no blue eyes.
It's the young Paul Atreides.
There's no
preparing to leave the
sandworm.
comfortable light he knows for a desolate, dangerous mining planet known as Arrakis.
There was no sting.
Well,
How am I supposed to get into this if there's no sting or blue eyes or Patrick Stewart or sandworms?
there's probably gonna be sandworms. There's probably gonna be
it
blue
wouldn't
eyes.
be it wouldn't be any fun if there were no sandworms. No one would care.
What's up, Tyler? Tyler Horn over there saying yes in the comments, and he says way more coming in tomorrow. Yeah, dude. The teaser leaks of the new Dune film are going to get me through this quarantine. I mean,
Why does it look like Kylo Ren just walking on like a Tatooine?
because it is essentially, but with Denis Villeneuve behind the camera and the production saddle, I'm excited. I think it's going to be awesome.
Such a weird camera angle.
I am gonna. Well, then grab it, adjust it, take the reins of that sandworm, and adjust that camera. We got 3 cameras here, and it's. I'm pumped about Dune, man, and I know we've talked about it a lot on the show. The documentary about Dune, which was Yorodowski's Dune. I think I even mentioned it last week. But if you've not seen that, if you're into Dune, check it out. If you've never read the book, now's a really good time to try and maybe check out reading Dune.
Yeah, find your way through that one.
Because you've got the time.
And then you can move on to all of the sequels after that.
Nah, skip those.
When you're Dune obsessed.
Nah, dude. Who Dune it? Yeah.
You don't want people reading like Children of Dune, and
Nah. I mean,
you don't want them to learn about more of the spice.
yeah, those
The spice of life that is Dune.
they are spicy. This is a spicy books. But Vince says he knows nothing about Dune, but really like that documentary. And yeah, you don't have to. Jay asks, "Hey Fayetteville, is this the main chat?" And yes, this is the main chat. If you're tuning in to one of our watch parties or someone else is having a watch party, the way that these watch parties work, the way that our API works for the chat, the main chat that's here on the side of your screen, you have to go to one of our main chats, which would be in the YouTube chat page, youtube.com/The Drive-In Speakerbox, or our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Drive-In Speakerbox. If you're watching from there, anything that you chat will be aggregated here on our chat window. We can see it and kind of participate with you. If you're watching someone shared a watch party or started a watch party, then those comments are a little bit harder for us to see while we're live. But again, there you go. Shameless self-promotion. Like, share, subscribe. It really helps keep our morale high, because it's not like we get paid to do this, really, especially now when times are tough.
Yeah,
But,
that's why I avoid paying $20 for Trolls 2. I'm like, I like Justin Timberlake. I'll watch a movie where he's the head music producer, but I don't know about $20 for a movie that I'm going to watch by myself.
Well, I mean,
like a children's movie I'm going to watch by
different
myself.
if you were like had the whole gang, your whole family was in the house, and,
Sure, yeah.
whatever. But if it's just like you sitting on the couch going, "Well, I'm by myself, I'm eating tacos. What do I gotta watch?" As a grown ass adult man, Trolls.
No, I was talking to a friend about that earlier, because he said he was watching it, and he has at times 2 to 4 kids, and they were like, "We gotta watch Trolls 2," even though they had just got done watching it like 20 times. And he's like, "Okay," found it was $20. He's like, "Geez," but still rented it. And we talked about it. It's a new movie. They don't know how many people are gonna be watching it, or how many times you're gonna watch it. And it turned out the kids had watched it, like 18 times already over 2 days. So it can be worth it. But yeah, for me sitting in my apartment alone, I was like, I'm not paying $20 for a kids movie just to hear the new Justin Timberlake song.
Nah, man, you don't want to be that guy.
Not for
be
me.
that guy.
But still, I watched it, man.
So that was pretty cool. I thought the Dune thing was pretty. What else was pretty cool news? I talked about this movie. I think we reviewed it several weeks ago, back when you could still go